Hello YouTube, it's third time out day. We're going to look at my intro to Lay Down My Old Guitar. Welcome back, guys. Hope you've subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, I would appreciate that. It helps. Give me a thumbs up on these videos if you get something out of them. And anybody looking for Skype sessions, you'll find a good email on me in the description of every video that I put up. So today's topic is, again, by request. As I'm getting back into more content, we're on the other side of IBMA for 2022, so touring schedules have slowed down, and I'm going to be able to get more stuff up. As looking through the requests, there's so much stuff to get to, but a lot of people have asked for more third time out specific content. This is an intro that I might have used as part of a demonstration on a video before, but there was someone who specifically asked about Lay Down My Old Guitar, which is one of my favorite kickoffs that I play with the band. It's just guitar and mandolin on the front, and then after a vocal duet thing with a really cool vocal arrangement that Russell came up with on this tune, then the whole band starts with a banjo intro. So it's a very dynamic introduction, but it's also very fitting for a tune like this. I was first familiar with the Delmore Brothers recording of it, but you should check it out. A lot of different artists have done this tune, and a lot of different spins have been, thrown at it as far as arrangement and vocal stylings and tempo changes. I mean, you name it. You can find a bunch of different cuts of it on Spotify. But I'm going to jump into what I did. I played it there on the front of the video, but a breakdown of that for you. It's very common for your pickup notes to lead into either the root, third, or the fifth scale degree. If you were playing an arpeggio, you would have that here. This tune might be something we haven't talked about here. Those pickup notes are leading into the third scale degree, which is a C sharp when you're playing in the key of A. But not only are we playing that note, a lot of times we would play an open E string along with that to make it a double stop. Here, I'm playing an E note on the second fret of the D string. This is also one of those darker kicks where the pickup notes actually include a G note instead of an F sharp. Like if you were playing Cabin Home on the Hill, you'd want to play that happier note. This is a darker tune. So I'm playing the fifth fret as a lead-in note. And I actually start this with an upstroke on the A string open, because I want these notes to be all down. Then we have a busier phrase. Look how we're going all the way up to an F sharp on the second fret of the E string to start that next line. And these are all single notes. I'm not pairing the strings on this line at all. So it's a completely different feel with your right hand. You can see that those are just single notes. After the F sharp, I'm playing an open E, and then there's that slide that gets mentioned in just about every single breakdown that you do of a bluegrass solo, where we're going to slide from the minor third to the major third. In this case, that's the third to the fourth fret. And then, so we have two really important technique things happening there. A slide, and then another E string open, and then a pull-off from the minor third down to the second scale degree, which is a C to a B note, or the third to the second fret on the A string, however you want to describe that. So there, the right hand, the feel of what's happening changes again. As I'm playing down the D string from the 5th fret, it's 5, 4, 2 are the fret numbers on the D string. And you can see that line dynamically kind of jumps out at you because I am playing through, as I'm trying to play through all 3 pairs of the strings. I don't always get there. It's a very rhythmic feel, and this is somewhere, if you listen to some of the versions of Russell and I, when we play this intro live, he really does a great job accenting that with the rhythm guitar that he's playing, and I'm really listening very closely to what he's doing. It's all about the pocket that those 2 instruments are playing together. Even though it sounds cool just by itself, it's really reinforced by the rhythm guitar, as you should always be doing, listening to the rhythm section as you play your lead lines. So let me go from the top again and then into the next phrase. There we have the opposite thing happening, to where the open string that I'm playing is above the notes that I'm playing. I'm playing on the E string with my left hand, and with my right hand, I'm playing through the A and the E strings. And you can see there's a hammer on there. Already in this intro, we've had a slide, a pull off, and now a hammer on. You could slide into that note too. You'd want to be comfortable with either of those techniques. That might be nice, to slide on the first one and then hammer on the next one. But you can see how the right hand is playing through both pairs of strings. And then it goes back to just the E string. So now we have single strings again. There we go again. Pairs under the right hand, playing the 5th fret, open, then back to that slide. That's a phrase you could imagine using in a bunch of different tunes, and it fits right there perfectly. Now we go back to that A note at the 5th fret of the E string. Back to that octave sound. Let me go from the top. That time, it's more like a kind of bouncing from the A to the E string instead of playing through both pairs at the same time. And then another hammer on, this time 2nd to 3rd fret on the E string. Very similar to the first phrase, or a phrase similar to that happened before. It's a little busier and starts on a slide before it goes up to that F sharp. And then the outro of the break, if we wanted to think of it like that, I'll go from the top again. So those lines repeated. You could just take the phrases right from the front of the solo and repeat those. And then the last line, the first time that we actually play the G string in the entire intro. So there we have a breakdown of Lay Down My Old Guitar. If you were to listen to the original cut of this, it's on one of the Rural Rhythm recordings. I can't remember which, but I'll figure it out and put a picture of that up now. But this has evolved. I'm sure this isn't exactly what I played on the record, and with different, as tempos change and we've had different band members, all of those things make a difference in kind of what you land on and how you end up playing something in the end. But there's a lot of great phrases in this that can be used in other A chord bluegrass tunes of a similar spirit to this. Hopefully you like it.